Okay, bear with me. I just brought the camera outside, and it's cold in the house, and the camera's deciding to keep fogging up. It looks like it's doing okay for now. Well, I got it. I finally got my hands on the tractor I wanted. This, as you can see, I've already changed one of the tires. I'm working on getting the steering nice and lubricated so that it's not stiff. I've already got most of the bed. The bed's actually just sitting there. It's not attached no more. All I gotta do is lift it higher and pull the bed out. It's got a 12 horse Tecumseh. It's an SS12. That Tecumseh's going out. I got that big V-twin that's gonna go in this thing. So I got some finagling to do and possibly some trimming to do, and putting in some other stuff. But other than that, I got that pretty much all figured out. I'm not changing this hood. I like this hood. I'm probably gonna remove these inserts and then clean this hood up and paint it. This original plate right here still says SS12 on it. You can barely freaking see it though. Wish I knew somebody who could redo that. But I have decided on a name for it. I'm going to call it MudZilla. And that's just me. It's going to be called MudZilla. It even had an original hubcap, which I'd like to find another one of those if it fit those rims, but I don't think it will. I never know. It might. I've got my ag tires over there, and I got to break the hubs I made off of them. But this thing has still had its 3-point hitch piece, not the bottom stuff, but the 3-point hitch piece top portion and plate, which I know I got a buddy who wants all that. I'm gonna give him the little compartment thing underneath the seat, because I'm gonna build an off-road ramp, or excuse me, an off-road rack like what Fearless and them got. I hope you guys, leave me some comments, ideas, and stuff like that. I'm gonna keep taking videos all the way till this thing is done, but I should have all the tires changed out, hopefully the steering freed up, down and the mower bed, all of it off, and in my shop. I'm planning on taking the hood thing off. These lights actually look like they're in decent shape. I might just change them out. I think I'm going to put LEDs in it for shits and giggles. Get little pod LEDs. I can get a set like what I got in my truck for dirt cheap, and they're brighter than mess, and they don't take much power. However, I am going to put the battery elsewhere. I'm not putting it underneath the hood with the fuel tank, because in order to get the V-twin in there, see, that Tecumseh is a 12 horse, so it's a single cylinder, and this plate needs to either be shortened or taken completely out, and I'm going to just mount a fuel tank in there, a nice decent sized fuel tank. I am going to snorkel the engine. I might just find something to put a snorkel for the air, for the fan. Then again, I might not. It may not matter. But I am snorkeling that. I'm probably going to run a snorkel from the transmission vent up to the seat or something. And Mower Outlaw, if you do get to see this, I choose. I know that you don't like stacks. I'm leaving my stack on there because it's tuned for the motor, and I would think if you really want it, I can make you a stack that has a muffler on it. I mean, that's not hard. I do weld, and I have a muffler just laying around here. It'll be kind of sporty looking. I know you've got a single cylinder, and I've made stacks for them, and I think a stack still laying around, right, that I could make for you and put that muffler on there. And if you check out my Facebook page, just look up my name, alright, and you'll see me standing there with my pulling tractor in the picture. But if you check out my Facebook page, I was over at my friend's house, and I about drowned my four-wheeler. So there's another hole that'll eat everything that I've come across. Oh, so you know that those are 26 12x12 Casio super lugs, but These are not your average day super lugs. Those are off a Ditch Witch, which means they're like 6 to 8 ply, which means they're really hard. And they're flat, and if I put 2 pounds of pressure in them, they're harder than rocks. They're going to have about 7 pounds of pressure in them when I'm done, but it's just, and this thing might float for all I know, because that much tire. These front tires are Kingston. These are 19 by 7 by 8. If you'll notice, these are on 4-wheeler rims. The original 8-inch rims are okay, or I may end up switching them out, but I like the way this sits with the hub style that I made, which is another rim bolted to a rim. And that's just, you know, I made that for my original mud mower, and I'm just going to go back with it, and I like the way, I mean, that's barely, I'm just going to get down a little, that's not that far off the ground, and that's a big difference in height. So she's going to stand tall. Debating on whether or not I want to completely pulley swap it, put a 3 on the rear, put a 6 on the motor. I am putting the 6 on the motor, but I may not, you know, may not change the rear end just to keep it, you know, at a decent pace like what Fearless has got, but it not be too quick. Well, that's all for this update. I'll take another one when I get it all the tires on it and the bed out from under it, and go from there. It has a spring-loaded seat like my actual pull-in tractor, but it's got an actual bucket seat, which is neat, and a little tray. You were talking about storage, Fearless. This thing has got a factory little box underneath the damn seat. I am pulling that out. I don't know. I don't know. I might not. I might leave it there because I am building a rack off of it. But I'll figure it out. It's gonna be fucking hilarious. I do appreciate you guys' comments. I would like any suggestions y'all have. That would be appreciated. Oh, another neat feature that I have never seen on tractor, and Fearless, you're gonna laugh at this. This has a built-in cigarette lighter, and it's factory. It even says lighter on the dashboard. That's hilarious. It's got an amp meter. I'm thinking about changing that. I'm going to put 2 other gauges in it. I want a oil pressure gauge. I would like a voltmeter gauge, so I know it's charging. And I have yet a tachometer. I'd like a tachometer. And I know they make them in little tiny tachometers. Anyway, I'm gonna figure this thing out, get it done. I still got a lot of work to do, so I'll shoot me a like, subscribe to my channel, anybody who sees this, and you know, just drop me thoughts. You can get hold of me anytime via YouTube or Facebook. The notifications really come right to my phone, so alright, let me know.